Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the Ceramic Tile Distributors Association Coverings Connected Press Conference. The audio for today's event will be broadcast through your computer speakers. Be sure they're turned on and the volume's turned up. All participants have been placed on mute. This will help us to better hear and understand the press conference. If at any time you'd like to ask a question, please use the question feature or raise your hand feature located on your screen. Only I will be able to see your questions. At the end of the presentation, you'll be able to enter any questions into the questions feature or use the raise your hand feature to be unmuted and ask your question. CTDA, the Ceramic Tile Distributors Association, is the voice of the independent ceramic tile and stone distributor. CTDA connects, educates, and strengthens tile and stone distributors. During this press conference, we will highlight some of the ways we connect, educate, and strengthen tile and stone distributors, describe benefits we offer to our members, and highlight significant accomplishments of 2019, as well as describe our outlook for 2020. CTDA represents nearly 400 companies and their branches who distribute and manufacture tile, stone, and related products. CTDA's independent distributor members represent over 80% of the independent distribution market in the United States. As you know, the distribution market is constantly evolving, as is the definition of a distributor. CTDA defines distributor as a company that purchases direct from manufacturers for resale, inventories product, and sells some portion of their product at wholesale prices. The line between wholesale and retail has blurred over the last 20 years. Many of our members sell at both wholesale and retail. In each market throughout the country, this may be addressed differently by our distributor members. CTDA offers many benefits to its members. As with any trade association, not every member takes advantage of every benefit. However, CTDA has something to benefit every tile and stone distributor or manufacturer. Perhaps the greatest single member benefit is the networking opportunities CTDA makes available to its members. Those are available in many different forms, including Total Solutions Plus, coverings, through educational sessions such as webinars, but perhaps most valuable to our member companies are CTDA's small groups. We organize groups of between 5 and 10 companies who do not compete with each other. Typically, that means from different geographic areas throughout the country. These groups get together at least 4 times annually, face-to-face during TSP and coverings, and at least 2 virtual meetings to discuss issues that are impacting their businesses and how they're handling them. We have small groups for distributor CEOs and owners. We have small groups for CFOs, and we are developing other position-specific small groups for showroom personnel and inventory managers. CTDA made many important contributions to its members and the industry in 2019. Some highlights include, with regard to trade issues, and there were significant activities related to trade in 2019 and in 2020. CTDA monitored and communicated with its membership the ongoing anti-dumping and countervailing duty case made against Chinese imported tile. CTDA opted not to take a position on this particular issue, as some of our members were in favor of the case, and others who were significant importers of tile from China were against the case. We did provide the most timely updates in the industry regarding the case to keep our members informed so they could make the best business decisions possible, and so that if they chose to get engaged in the case from one position or the other, they could do so. Additionally, during 2019 and early 2020, the U.S. considered adding certain tile products to a list of other products from European countries for retaliatory tariffs because of claims that the EU had provided benefit to European manufacturer Airbus over U.S. manufacturers of aircraft. CTDA submitted written and live testimony against inclusion of ceramic tile products in this retaliatory tariff issue, and was able to successfully get tile removed from consideration twice. CTDA also delivered more than 100 educational opportunities during 2019 to its members through webinars, online training courses, certification courses and exams, educational sessions at Coverings and Total Solutions Plus. CTDA provided access to important industry information through its annual profit and biannual distributor compensation surveys, as well as through its weekly e-newsletter, CTDA This Week, its website, and more. Finally, CTDA created many networking opportunities for its members in 2019. More than 630 industry leaders attended Total Solutions Plus in Nashville, Tennessee, to learn from and network with each other. 6 CTDA CEO small groups were active in 2019, meeting at least 4 times to share business challenges and best practices with each other. The newly formed CTDA CFO small group met several times to do the same. So what's 2020 going to be like for CTDA and the tile industry? Well, it's going to be a much more challenging year than was originally anticipated. Already, the industry is dealing with ongoing trade-related issues, including the final rulings and implementation of the anti-dumping and countervailing duty claims against Chinese tile products. We anticipate possible anti-dumping and CVD claims against other countries as well. Additionally, the industry has been dealing with market disruption from products such as plastic-based materials and channel disruption such as major retailers competing with distributors in certain markets. However, with the more recent impact of COVID-19 on everything to do with life and work throughout the US and the world, 2020 will be even more challenging than anticipated. CTDA has been working to help its members stay on top of the ever-changing legislative, regulatory, business, and market impacts of COVID-19. We gather information from various sources, distill it, and send daily emails to our members with important information. We have also created a COVID-19 resources page on our website for our members to reference. We have created weekly virtual member meetups for our members to meet to discuss topics that are keeping them up at night. So far, we've helped our members understand and apply successfully for PPP loans through the SBA, as well as provided them with resources to analyze and adjust their business practices based on the new realities they're facing. 2020 will be a devastating year economically for many Americans and people around the world. We are doing everything we can to help our members survive and be positioned for success on the other side. While no one yet knows when people will be working again face-to-face or when they will feel comfortable traveling and participating in meetings, conventions, and trade shows, CTDA and its partners, the Tile Council of North America, the National Tile Contractors Association, and the Tile Contractors Association of America are planning Total Solutions Plus 2020 for October 25th through the 27th in Indian Wells, California. We are hopeful the pandemic will be behind us and we can provide the industry with a healing environment and opportunities to learn from and network with each other safely. Thank you for attending our press conference, and we'd be happy to answer any questions at this time. No questions have been submitted via the question box. If you have a question, feel free to raise your hand or submit it via the question box. As always, if you have questions after the fact, feel free to reach out to me directly. My email address is rickc@cmservices.com. We'll give you another minute or two to submit any questions.
It looks like we received a few questions. The first is, are member companies doing any sanitizing procedures on imported tile cargo?
Great question. While I can't give you a specific answer about that question, I suspect that many CTDA member companies who are receiving imports are practicing both social distancing and special cleaning of those products as they receive them in their warehouse. We'd be happy to add that question to our member meetup this week and get some input from some of our members. Any other questions?
Yes, we have another question. Does CTDA have members in Canada?
Great question. Yes, we do have members in Canada. While the majority of our members are in the United States, we do represent distributors throughout North America. So we have members in Canada and Mexico, as well as some in the Virgin Islands.
We have another question. How do you think the industry will bounce back after this pandemic?
Well, I wish I had a crystal ball so that I could tell everybody how we'll bounce back. I'm definitely hopeful that when the pandemic clears and the economy is brought back, that there'll be a strong and robust return to building, both commercial and residential. Most of our members have seen, of course, the sort of residential market, the retail market dry up as of the middle of March, but many still have commercial projects that are undergoing right now, and they're pleased that that's helping to keep them moving. So we're really hopeful that when we're past this, the economy will pick back up, continue, and that our biggest concerns will be how we deal with the market challenges such as plastic-based materials and trade issues, those things that we were losing sleep over before.
Great, we've received another question. Will there be a profit survey completed this year, and if so, when?
Thank you. There will be a profit survey completed this year. We've extended the deadline of the profit survey, which normally is the end of April, and we've extended it into June because we know that the CFOs of our member companies are very busy right now just dealing with the major issues of trying to survive and dealing with their PPP loans, et cetera. However, we think it's really important, maybe more important than ever, to participate in a profit survey this year so that we can have a good benchmark for this year and judge how recovery is going in future years. Additionally, CTDA feels it's so important that our members participate in the profit survey that we've made it in 2020 available entirely free for all of our members. So any member company who participates, it doesn't cost them anything to participate, and it does not cost them to receive their personalized report. Thank you again very much for participating. If there aren't any more questions, we'll end the press conference now. Best to all of you. Enjoy Coverings Connected.